Hey everyone, this is Tracy with Color Me This. I am back. It is Monday after a week of full-on card making. We are on episode 335. We're going to get started this week in Small Victories. I am sitting in a little different setup. We'll see how it goes. I have a short clip for the end of the turkeys that we have a family of turkeys. These are all the moms, the females, and their children. There were 3 females with 3 sets of babies, and they're all grown up. So there are 14 of them. We just did a fresh head count 2 days ago. And one of them, it's probably one of the moms, was over here really close to my window checking things out. We've got the bird feeder here, and she has probably been acclimatized to people in their homes because we're all lined up along the trail, and it seemed like she was looking for a handout. So anyhow, that will be at the very end. So I made last week 68 Christmas cards, and I'm still working on a final grouping of them that we pulled from this kit. It's a holiday theme kit and created 6 different designs. My friend Libby did that to help me out because 2 days ago my mom decided she's a card crafter, and she decided she was not going to be able to cram and make 10 cards, and see, she just moved away from her friends. So I got those done yesterday so that she could spend time today writing in them and addressing them, so they can go out well before the holidays, because they do get to travel 3,000 miles. So I will be finishing the rest of those up after I color today. So where I left things was the rotation sheet. I hadn't printed it out, and I have printed it out now, and I have like the next 7 pages mapped out. So the sets that I am going to be using this week on what I'm calling the space page. We're going to start with Prang today, then tomorrow the Brutfuner 520s. Depending on how fast today goes, I might prepare the Brutfuner Flower Box 520s and the Color 120 Black Barrels so that we can get this page done and move on to the next one. Again, my goal is to finish this book up before March of 2025, the end of March, in fact. So I'm going to move this a little bit closer. We have the back of the space page, which is the feathers page that I completed the week of Thanksgiving. I have not been back to this in 2 weeks. It's the longest break from Small Victories since I started it. So over here, you are going to see that I have created 2 black circles. I used 2 of my new Pitt pens. I will do a quick demo just to give you my thoughts on them. So this is the big brush, and it is quite chunky. I'm okay with it, but I think that I would prefer a big brush nib like that in maybe a not quite that large, maybe the size of the Copic markers. So then I have a 0.5, and I'll show you how I used that. And then I used the 0.3 in this planet ring in the very tiny spaces. So those are the 3 sizes I ended up with. There was a regular brush size, but by the time I finalized what I wanted, the regular non-big brush was sold out. So that would be the only other one that I would like to get. So let's look at, you'll notice I did start on the back side, and on the back side there's no ink going through at all. So the main thing that I noticed, my experience is mainly with using alcohol markers, which I can't use in these coloring books because it'll go right through. if you get too heavy on this India ink, it goes shiny. So I need a lot more experience putting down an even coat. It also does have some darks and light streaks in it. This one ended up a little better, I think, than the second one. I got a little heavy-handed. And so I am going to pull out my copy paper version here. And what I did, not knowing if this is the best or if there is a better way, is I started with the 0.5. Oop, golly. Not being very careful. And I outlined everything with this 0.5. Including the circle edge. So that was how I did the first circle. I edged absolutely everything, even around the stars, the distant stars. After I edged, then I brought out the brush. Okay, so that, and then remember this first circle is the one that I feel came out the best. The second circle, I simply took the big brush and I just went for it. And I think it was better to do the outline, to fatten up my lines first, and then do the Pitt pen, because I didn't end up with as many streaks, and none of it went shiny on this left circle. So if you have tips, I love when you guys pop into the comments and give some good tips for me and for the other viewers. I then have picked out some pencils from the Prang. I have the 50, and this is a coloring week, so it's ironic because I need the Prangs out anyway. And I also brought out, I do have a white I have a new pen. It is a Molotow that looks like a W, but it is not. It is an M, and it is called One for All, and it is acrylic, 1 millimeter, and it works very nicely. So I might use it. Possibly. I have a yellow neon jelly roll that doesn't have the nib size. They usually have the nibs if 0508 and 10. So I could do some stars with that. I brought out a silver Posca. So we're going to be throwing a few things at these two images that I'm going to finish today. I don't know if I did very good there. I didn't do it. Look at that. Oh, maybe I get to fix it. Maybe making mistakes is okay. This whole page will be learning for me with some new mediums. The Poscas are new. I used a lot of the gold and silver, and kind of new, my girlfriend Libby, who came here for the week, she used a lot of the clear shimmery pen for, I will actually share one of the cards tomorrow that show the use of this clear shimmer. It's a fine line pen, just like what I was using. I think it's a 0.7-ish. All right, so I've got the chrome part of the space shuttle ship, And then I am going to color the moon. I do see a little tiny, went over the lines area just right there. I'm okay with that. Not worrying too much about staying in the lines. I'm not going to be doing a ton of blending, though I do have some different tones for the planets and 3 colors for the spaceship. So the spaceship has the moon reflecting along the top. It even has a couple of these big stars. These white stars, I was going to do the neon. We'll see how the neon, if it can go over the, I don't know if these are wax or oil. I suspect they're wax, but I'm not sure. That color was the color yellow. My own little numbering system. It's number 2. We've had overcast and sprinkles today. So we've got 3 colors for the spaceship: magenta, purple, and violet. My numbers are 15, 16, and 19. I can go ahead and zoom us in. Doing light layering. These are a lovely light layering pencil. The more layers you put on them, the more colorful they get. I forgot to color the windows, portholes. This is going to be very cartoony. Sort of an ombre blend from one color to the next. I'm just going in long, very long ovals, following the contour, sort of like doing metal. Now, this part is usually silver. The engine or fuel. What is it? I guess it's an exhaust system, to be more correct. Now I'm going to darken up this middle tone. It's so weird that we are so close to Christmas. It's crazy. Time seems to go by very quickly these days. I am not in any hurry on these images through the holidays. And then I've made a game plan for next year that I will share closer to year end. We are going to make a couple more. We made one holiday card. It was a snowman wearing a tropical shirt. I think I already posted pictures of it. That was the last coloring group's project or coloring thing that we did, and they liked the idea of doing a couple more, so I will have probably 3 more stamp sets with the card bases and envelopes all ready to go. All right, let's work on the planet now. I have not managed to do any coloring in my holiday books, but the month is still young. We are just past the halfway point. I really only have 2. The colors are, by the way, aqua green and pine green. Pine green actually being a darker turquoise, more on the green side of turquoise. So anyhow, I still have 15 days left actually to work on some coloring pages. I thought I would go through Magical Worlds. I have a turtle. That's what my mom picked. But I do not know if there are any holiday theme pages or even coloring pages that can easily be turned into Christmas and winter. It felt very strange not coloring at all last week. I was thinking I would have a little more free time, but there was like 0 free time given the schedule and goals we had. Oops. No, we're good. We've got smoke. Smoke is going to be the color cool gray. And I'm just doing little swirls like if I was doing fluffy foliage. Oh, I have to do the flames. I had said that the muffler system here, we'll just make that so it's reflective. All right, so flame. We have orange to orange yellow. There are 4 of them. And it's a very small surface, so we'll see if we get to all of them. We've got lightest to darkest golden yellow, my color number 4. Yellow orange, number 5. Orange 6, and pumpkin 7. So I just put down pumpkin here. All right, so there is one cute spaceship with a planet finished. I've got an attempt. Let's see what the yellow neon looks like. Going to rotate it. It looks cute. All right, moving on. I'm going to go upside down here because the book is, I need to go to the top of the book. This is going to be interesting. I have not mocked this one up, so we're just going to wing it and make it colorful. I might go ahead and do a green and blue because I've got the green and blue right here. And then I am going to do the big planet, sort of an orange ball. We are going to do the inner part lighter, and then the edges will get darker, just to be setting some rules. No real logic behind it. Again, the darker color is this pine green, but it's actually very dark turquoise-esque. So I'm only using 2 greens because the images are so small. Oh, we got a big bird fight out there. So I do plan to be back tomorrow. All right, so those are the 2 greens. I'm going to bring back the lighter one. Two blues are the same 2 blues as the blue on the other planet. Blue, oh, I don't even know if I showed you these colors. Ocean blue is 23, and blue is 21. The ocean blue is the lighter color. Huh, one of the turkeys. Oh, the turkeys are all coming back. Wonder what's up with that. It's kind of like the trail is the wildlife freeway. Yep, they're all coming back. Moving to the orange yellow, it's the 4 yellow to orange that I just shared with you for the rocket flame. Again, golden yellow to yellow orange to orange, I believe. Orange and pumpkin. And I will just be varying the colors. Not really being strict or anything. These, you can actually get more color out of them if you sharpen them. Mine are not the sharpest. So there we've got areas of dark. So that was pumpkin orange. This is orange. color. This is the yellow-orange. Let's get some of that lightest color. Oop, don't want to drop that. Caught it. I am holding the extras in my right hand. I can even go one darker orange-wise into the reds. I'm flipping over my 50 Prang 50 storage, which is really open storage. So this is how I store all of mine on a 3-ring binder that is open on both sides. I'm grabbing a red salmon color. Let's see if that gives us some more deeper tones. These aren't the most pigmented, but in the end, when you put them next to a very vibrant pencil, they actually do a decent job. There, I'm liking that. So that's 5 colors for that planet. And then the edges here, I'm okay with the edges going almost white. Okay, then we have this third planet, the circles. I don't really have a plan for that. So let's just, I think I'm going to go that, just for consistency's sake, the pink to purple. Which is funny, I put them over in a different place. So the 3 colors: magenta, purple, and violet. I am going to start with the magenta. Grabbing the purple. I did not clip this down along the spine. And then violet. Going backwards now to darken the tones up. Okay, so now we're going to do the transition to the magenta. Very simple coloring today. We won't be taking our full 45 minutes. I think I'm going to do silver Posca for the planetary ring. Funny angle to see that. Can't see that very well. And then I do have a yellow. So I have the white dots for the tiny stars on the other circle, but this circle didn't have any. So we're going to just add our own. With the Jelly Roll Neon. I think it's the only neon Jelly Roll I have, and I bought it because it was highlighter colored. I think that adding these dots helps with the minimizing the color differences in the black. All right, there you go. They are now both done. Tomorrow we will continue on. Let me know what you think. And your experience with using the India ink black. These are the Pitt pastel, but there are other black ink markers, and which ones do you like? I will be continuing on tomorrow with the Flower Box 520 Brute Funers, which I just finished up using. I used them on the Magical Worlds Hummingbird. So I'll finish up another day. I might even go ahead and do all three of these pages. I mean, all three rows of these planets, probably before switching gears, because I'd like to have it as a completed this week. So do all the YouTube things, like, share, comment, consider subscribing, and I hope to see you all tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hey everyone, today we have the brood of 14 turkeys. They're all grown up. I suspect they're all female. One has decided to hang out here checking me out. I don't know exactly what she's looking for, but she's getting pretty close to the door. She was over here by the bird feeder. I have actually moved my chair. It's a zero grav chair because the recliners are back up in the living room. And so I was just getting ready to film when I noticed everybody coming by. And just, I can't see all of them right now, but the other day I was on the trail, I think 2 days ago, and we counted them, and they are indeed still a full complement of 14 turkeys, and they are actually quite large. This one is really intrigued by the proximity of the house. It makes me wonder if somebody is putting food out for them. Anyhow, it's like she's looking in at me, saying, hey, you got anything for me? Anyhow, on to coloring.